Hello and what's up? Good afternoon on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. And what's really important is that I get the Liberals elected, which is why you don't see me vlogging as much as I used to. And mostly that's because I'm busy with the elections, because election is what runs this country. The conservative, the premier who's like cutting all the services of Ontario, like education, healthcare. What is next? I hope not mine. That's why I am confident in the Liberal Party of Canada to get them elected, because they will make a change. Like, I am the incoming entrepreneur in 2020. I will just partner up with my friends from college, and if they want to, I'll just, maybe partner up with some of my friends from Toastmasters, or maybe some. I'll think about it, and maybe my mom and I can manage the customer service side, and she can manage the pharmacy also, because I have to make money, and because the cost of living is getting expensive. Like, I want to move out as quick as possible, because, independence skills and the life skills I've learned at my high school and public school and throughout college, those are going to waste. Well, I won't say it's going to waste. It's just good to, continuously practice so that you don't screw up. As I watch a lot of those cooking shows and Food Network, MasterChef Junior, Australia, Pakistan, India, you name it. Food is like an international language. Sure, I may not understand it at first, but when I get the translations, I will understand how to make it, or I can just eyeball it. I prefer the British the British Food Network, because they talk English. It's simple. In Australia, they talk with a bit of an accent. That is fine, because I know in my workplace, I know that there's a Australian guy in my office, big and tough. All he eats is broccoli for lunch, and the Australian diet is very fruity. Vegan, because that is their diet, and they eat mostly a lot of meats. That is why the Australians are big and tough. And as you can see, I'm getting there. Like, look at my bicep. As you can zoom in on it, if you can see, I'm not sure. But, I'm trying to make it bigger day by day, focusing more on strength and less of cardio. Maybe 20 minutes of cardio and maybe like maybe 10 reps on one machine, 10 reps on the other strength and conditioning machine. So I did my workout right there. So the bench press and the shoulder press, that is all I need. And of course the abs, and to end it off, just simple cardio. Because you know what is most important in your body? The human heart. It's very important that, especially for me, since I'm not proud of it, but that's my family history of diabetes. That just comes with the religion of, Muslim. You eat mostly a lot of meats and bread and pastas and whatnot, starchy food. So all my doctors have informed me not to eat this, not to eat starch like bread, pasta. In my lunch, I just did a little cheat. I just ate the pasta because it was the fettuccine alfredo, because it was frozen. And I like to, as a guy who doesn't know how to cook and who doesn't know how to make fettuccine from scratch, these frozen meals are quite helpful, because they are halal and not the bacon variety. Like, there is healthy forms of this fettuccine alfredo and these vegan dishes. Mostly it's high in fat, but it's like a small portion of, like a blade is like this big. It's half that blade. It's like a hockey rink. Hockey rink? Hockey rink is oval, so it's oval-shaped, and it's not that big. It's just like half of a fistful of pasta. Imagine a fistful. Imagine my fist as a pasta. That is approximately the size of my fettuccine alfredo I just had. And I kind of mixed it with my chicken wieners and along with hot sauce for a bit of flavor. But the thing is, with fettuccine alfredo and hot sauce combined, it takes away the flavor. So I just put a dab, like a small bit of it, and it made it tasty and flavorful and filling. And I'm in the red room, as you can see. It's I imagine this wallpaper behind me as kids' fingerprints. They dab their finger in paint and then they push it on the and dab it. This design looks like I did like this when I built it, but this was a modern house, so it came furnished with the walls done, the house already there. The neighboring houses wasn't there, so it was just a semicircle. And then later, the house to the right of me, and further back has later been built. The house to the left of me, like this house, it was already there. This and that house was already like a modern house. In my previous vlogs, I was at the loft when I did my tailoring studio plus store plus living room, small little living room with a very old TV, but I'm interested in the field of journalism, so I'm keeping that for the future. Maybe I make more money out of it. Maybe I decide to sell it on eBay and make a lot of money, because those are quite old, like electronics, which don't even work anymore. It only works with antenna, but it's scrambly. Picture scrambled eggs on, like the picture quality isn't very good on the TV. So I'm just keeping that as a souvenir of when I came to Canada in 1996. And it was probably the best decision that our family has ever made, because Canada has way more like services than Pakistan has. I mean, I went to school in Pakistan just for like a year and a half. I saw that it wasn't very good. They were like bullying me, like why can't you write, blah blah blah. And so my father was advised by a doctor in England to come to Canada, because I was born with, well, actually, the name of my condition is cerebral atrophy, and it's mostly in the brain. Like for example, when I write bigger than anyone. Only I can read it, but I sometimes have difficulty relating my information to like the CEOs, and so which is why I have a computer. It's not the best computer, but at least it's still running. It's the Panasonic CF53 Toughbook. So basically, I'm an ambassador to cops and military people, paramedics, and whoever needs, and firefighters. So I'm like the ambassador. I don't have it on my shirt, but I used to have a really old Mercedes that had a... No, back when I had the Caravan, before I had Mercedes, long before, in 2001, long before YouTube, I had this keychain for the York Region Police because I met them and I rode in the cruiser, but not as a cop, just in the parking lot of my school, just because I was part of special education classroom, meaning that my math isn't up to like grade 12 level. It's quite below, so... And that's fine, because not everyone knows how to do math properly. Like long division, I don't know how to do long division. Brackets, I don't know how to do. Fractions. I mean, I'm a visual person, which means I like to look at things in pictures, which is why I like to take pictures of everything instead of writing things down. And I am practicing my writing. My writing is improving, but I can't write long sentences. That will be my video for the day. Thank you all so much for watching. And remember, as always, to smash that subscribe button 6 million times. No, not 6 million. 6 million would be great, but remember to smash that subscribe button 1 million times. That's all I say.